Hey there, friends and foes. Good morning, Multiverse. This is Back of the Cereal Box, Back Issue Breakfast Club, and I am your host, the prophet of pop culture, John Pica. You can call me Johnny. And on this episode, we are going to review Godzilla versus Power Rangers, and we're going to do that right after this.
It's like Coca-Cola, Levi Strauss, Johnny Carson and Mickey Mouse. The first star was James Dean. Elvis Presley, yeah, he's still the king. Some things are only imitatable. You can't beat an original. Oh, you can't beat an original.
Welcome back to Back of the Cereal Box's Back Issue Breakfast Club. Back of the Cereal Box is a podcast that celebrates the fun of the Saturdays of our youth while surviving adulthood today. And when I was a kid, Saturdays meant cartoons, it meant cereal, it meant kaiju and kung fu movies. And after watching TV, Mom and Dad would say, "That's it, go out and play." And we would hop on our bikes and we would head down to the corner market. We would grab a stack of comic books, some Coca-Cola and Brock's Red Twists, and go up to the golf course, sit on the hill under the tree, reading comic books, drinking Coke, eating candy. It was our best life. And so for me, a big part of that Saturday experience is comic books. And on this show, we bring you reviews and views about a book that maybe you haven't read before. And generally it's trade paperbacks, graphic novels that we love and that really take us back to that time and that feeling when we were kids. And for me, Godzilla versus Power Rangers does it on all levels. First of all, Saturdays, cartoons, comic books, kaiju, kung fu movies. So we've got both of those right here. So Godzilla is the kaiju and the Power Rangers are the kung fu ninja warriors. And it's like a mashup of those two genres. It's fantastic. Now, I got to tell you, I am one of those people who normally, I'm not a big fan of successful movie properties being turned into a comic book series. Like, I love Star Wars. Avengers comic books, Star Wars movies, and Saturday morning cartoons made me who I am today. And I love Star Wars movies, but I'm not a fan so much of the Star Wars comics. I don't know, it's something about the medium that just doesn't translate very well. And that's how I've always felt about Godzilla comics. On the other hand, when the Power Rangers first came out, I was already in college. I was well beyond the age demographic, and I did not like them at all. But in comic book form, they read really, really great. It's a very fun, very almost traditional superhero comic series. And in this book, Godzilla actually works. I've never been a fan of the Godzilla comics, but in this one, it works. This is by IDW and written by one of my favorite writers, Cullen Bunn. And the art is done by Freddie E. Williams. And I've got to tell you guys that in this book, Godzilla looks better than I've ever seen him drawn in a comic book before. The IDW Godzilla comics have left me a little bit not great because I don't like the way they draw Godzilla. But this one is beautiful, and it's all watercolor colors. Look at this. look at this. Holy cow. We've got Godzilla versus, in this, we've got Godzilla and the Power Rangers fighting Gigan, King Ghidorah, and, of course, you know, the Megazord is teaming up with Godzilla. And as you might imagine, at the beginning, you know, the Power Rangers are dropped into this world where Godzilla is the protector, and mistaken identities, they fight each other first, and then they both realize that the real enemy is Rita and the Zalians and the assembled monsters. Because you've got Rita Repulsa's monsters, and then you've got the Zalians, Gigan and King Ghidorah, and, you've got Goldar, and, it's a battle royale. And as you might imagine, like every good Godzilla movie, at the end of the day, Godzilla is recognized as the hero he is, and he goes off on his own back to the ocean, leaving the Power Rangers wondering what's next in store for Godzilla. And then they go back to, their own dimension, their own planet, and everything works out for the good. I loved this book. I love this story. It collected issues 1 through, let's see here, issues, I want to say 1 through 5 of the Godzilla versus Power Rangers series. But this is all in a nice, tight trade paperback, first day with my new tongue, trade paperback graphic novel. And it read great as individual issues, but as I've said a lot of times, sometimes a story reads better in one sitting, and this is one of them. It reads like a movie. It has that super fat, look at this. Look at Godzilla squaring off against the Megazord. It's got a super fast pace. It's well written. The artwork is just gorgeous. I can't go on about the artwork enough. This was just a phenomenal book to read. 7 minutes of me gushing over Godzilla versus Power Rangers. Who knew? This took me back to when I was 13 years old. And if you're looking for that kind of fun in the comics that you read, pick up Godzilla versus Power Rangers. And while we're talking about picking it up, I found a brand new online retailer called InStockTrades.com. They have 45,000 trade paperbacks and graphic novels in stock today. So check them out at InStockTrades.com. Tell them Johnny sent you, and who knows, maybe they'll sponsor this program. That would be a lot of fun. Well, until the next time, guys and gals, make sure that you comment, you share, whatever platform you're watching this on, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss an episode. And if you love the show, support us at buymeacoffee.com/cerealboxpod. If you hate the show, donate even more generously down below and help us improve just for you. That's it. Love you, mean it. We'll catch ya on the back of the cereal box.